Alright, it's your boy Jay Fresh right here. I thought we'd put a little bit on camera. I was chatting to my friend in the studio about music and artists sending DJs and broadcasters music. And it seems there might be like a little bit of a knowledge gap, so hopefully I might be able to help you out a little bit. If you're going to send records to a radio DJ with the hope of getting the radio airplay, it's important that you look at a couple of factors. Firstly, that you send them a record that is radio friendly or clean, by which I mean there's no swearing or negative, like dangerous or negative connotations to it. Play it safe. If you send someone a record and there's lots of expletives through it, they're either not going to play it or they've then got to edit that record themselves and then play it, so you make it a little bit more effort for them. Secondly, consider the file that you send. You want to send it ideally like the artist name and then the name of the record. A number of times I get sent records that are just numbers and letters. It's not a song title, there's not any structure to it, it's just an MP3. It doesn't really make much sense. It maybe doesn't portray you as an artist in the best possible light as well, so maybe that's to consider. And the other one, and one of the most important ones really, that sadly is overlooked now, is about the quality of the MP3 or the record that you're sending. Like in the perfect world, you'd send a radio DJ or a club DJ your record as a WAV or an AIFF, which is like pretty much the best quality format you can have your record in, which means the full range of sound is there. There's real brightness and depth to the track, so when someone's playing it on radio or playing it in a big club or at a festival, the record is heard how it's supposed to be heard. Failing that, you can do MP3s, and like 320 MP3s are really good. Lots of people use them. You only get like a minimal loss of quality, but as you work down the MP3 chain and you go to like 256 and 192 and 128, the quality is really poor. I mean, you can hear the record, but especially when you're playing it in a club or in a big system, you know, there's no bottom end to it, there's no brightness to it. A lot of the kind of range of the record is lost. So again, as an artist, if you want to maximize the opportunity to get your records played in a club or on radio, you want it to be the best sounding record it can be. It kind of, does it really make sense to spend lots of time in the studio making the record sound great and engineering it and mixing it and mastering it, and then sending someone a really, really compressed version of that record, which loses a lot of the quality you spent time and possibly money working so hard to make sure it's there. So yeah, man, just a few little tips, a few little pointers about sending your music to people. The final one as well being that if you want to send your music to someone via email, be professional. You know, just say, hi, this is me, this is my brand new record, I thought you'd like it, or I thought it's suitable for your radio show. I'd love it if you could give it a listen and give me some feedback, because if you just send an email with no subject and there's an MP3 attached which isn't called anything, like, people aren't going to look at that, because why? You've given me nothing there to go on. So just a few little tips there. Me and my friend Jimmy were talking in the studio, and hopefully it might help you in your quest to get your records played on radio and in the clubs. And if you're already doing these things, then I salute you, thank you. You make our job as broadcasters and club DJs that little bit easier. Peace.
Check out the website jfresh.co.uk.